Let me know when we are good.
We're good. 8 more days to Halloween. 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 8 more days
Are
to
we live?
Halloween. We're live. I'm singing.
What's up? What's up, everybody? It's Nick and Justin here. It's
Hello.
Tuesday. You know the
Hey, everybody.
drill. John, David, Wes, Pope, Chelsea, Nathan. What's up,
Hey.
everybody? I know you
What's
guys will
up?
be
What's
filing in as the show goes on. No intro today. We wanted to get right into it because the intro has been creating issues for me the past few times we've tried it, and I don't need to lag out. I would rather not lag out.
And besides, they want to see our pretty faces anyway.
I guess so. Justin, I guess I should address the elephant in the room.
What's that?
We met.
Yes, we did. Yes, that's the
briefly,
Briefly.
because so when I went, our deal with Scarefest was I was staying at a hotel with, there was literally like 10 people that were like all a part of that group. So we all rode to Scarefest in 2 cars. So I pretty much had no autonomy. Like I had to just do what everybody else was doing. So, but as we were going into the con, I saw Justin and, we said hello. We exchanged a hug. We started talking. He was telling me about his experience thus far at the convention. And then we went in to get our tickets because Justin had already been there since Friday. He'd been doing his thing. And then I didn't see Justin again. So
I didn't see you again. So
oh, I'm not using my microphone. Let's see this. Hold on now. Oh no, we're not doing that.
By the way, give this video a like. Just give it a like. But also, if you like my little Halloween display that I did there with the movies, because it's a theme. It is a theme.
Yeah, it's almost like it's October, Justin. Is it October?
Is it October? I thought it was December, but it's October. So
we're 6 days away.
Just kidding.
We're 6 days away.
I know. It's so crazy to think that this month has just went by. Like I'm kind of sad, but I mean, like all of us, October's all year
always. Yeah, but doesn't it always just go by so fast?
It does, especially when you love the holiday. So
yeah, I know.
Like gray hairs counting out of my head. They just come in so fast.
Oh my lordy. But yeah, so I got to meet Justin. Justin, how was Scarefest for you?
I had a wonderful time. It was my first convention in 3 years. I've been to Scarefest plenty of times. I absolutely love that show. That's my favorite convention just because as a whole, the way that they lay out the show, the way that the location really hasn't changed much at all. Like they always have it in that same area. And so I really love that. But I had a great experience. Like I had smiles on my face the whole entire time. I spent too much money that, my wallet was crying by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, I went for 1 day and I felt it in 1 day.
I felt it when I first got there. But I had a wonderful time. Like it was a great time and I can't wait for next year. They actually had it. So they're reconstructing, they're doing construction down where they normally have it. So this was a different layout for me. But again, like with the previous shows that Scarefest does, vendors, celebs, they're all pretty much in one area. And that's what I love so much about it. If I had one complaint, and this is just expenses going up, I feel like prices for most of the celebrities are going up a lot more than they used to. I remember paying $20 when I first started going to shows, $25, really $20, and now we're paying quite a bit of money, and the highest I paid was $60. No, $70. I was terrible, but
I was paying $50 and $60 for everyone I met. Yeah,
I paid probably the lowest I paid was $40, which I think was the average price there. And it was the actor, and I don't want to mess up his last name, but Damien, who played the man in the mask in
Damian Maffei. Mafe, yeah, something like that.
Mafe, which I told him straight up too. I said, "You're one of my crushes, by the way. I hope you don't mind me saying that." He said, "No, I'm flattered." But he was a super nice guy. I loved meeting him. I went back to his table the next day, which a lot of the celebrities were like, "Come back and talk to us," and I'm like, "Okay, I will." So
Yeah, I noticed that too. They were all really cool about that. By the way, to everybody filing in, Horror Fanatic Sam, Alex, Anthony, Marcel, Troy, Rudy, what's up, everybody?
guys?
Mike, what's up? Also, Jaden asked, I never got a straight answer from Christian. How was your guys' first kiss? We didn't kiss, but I do have to tell you guys a funny anecdote that I didn't tell on the Uneeda Horror Podcast in person, which was a really cool episode to do. But that first night I was there, Justin, we all got very inebriated, and Christian at one point decided to go into the bedroom where both of the beds were, and we were all sitting at the kitchen table. We were drinking, we were playing Horror Trivial Pursuit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess Christian went to go to the bathroom, but he walks in that room out of the past the door frame. And all of a sudden he runs across the door frame with his bare ass out, spreading his butt cheeks. So that did happen, by the way, guys. No kiss, but Christian did show everyone his butt.
Hey, I don't care about saying this at all. Like I told my friend Lewis, I was like, I'm not telling anybody this, but I'll tell you, my Friday night, I literally took a shower, and when I got out of the shower, I missed the step. The step was a little longer, a little taller than I thought it was, and I slipped out of the shower.
Fell butt naked onto the ground.
Yes. And I was like,
oh my God.
My buddy Lewis was like, I wanted to say something, but I was going to make sure you were okay at first. He heard thump, thump, and then son of a, and that's it. But I was okay. I was fine. I was just like, I can't believe this happened to me right now. I went, whew.
Well, I'm glad you didn't break anything.
I didn't break. So I don't have I don't have too much of a butt, but apparently my butt protected me. So
I relate. I can relate to that. The peanut butter whiskey, tasted exactly like peanut butter, to the point where it was actually terrifying. I had a chaser with it because I'm not a liquor guy. I know some of you guys, you can drink liquor. I'm a beer guy. Christian was like, you're taking a shot. Right after I got there, I was like, all right, whatever. And it was a peanut butter whiskey. And I chased it immediately with a beer, but I was like, wow, I didn't even need to do that. It just tastes like straight up peanut butter. Not something I would drink a lot just because it tastes just like peanut butter. And I like peanut butter, but that's a little too much. But yeah, so Justin, what are we here for today?
By the way, I want to mention real quick, Mike, the real fifth Beatle. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I thought Justin wasn't going to be as tall. I'm 6'2", but you know what? I think Nick's taller than me. I think you're taller than me. You're taller than me. And I thought I was going to be the tallest one because normally when I'm around people, I'm like the green giant over here. So, which you're not, but I was just going to say I thought I was going to be the tallest one, but
no, I mean, everybody said that when they saw me. They were like, oh, I didn't know you were that tall. Even Piz, the first thing Piz said to me, I walked into Outback Steakhouse because we were meeting for lunch with Piz, and Piz stands up and he goes, Nick, he calls me out in front of everyone. And I was like, oh God, what'd I do? And he puts his hand out and he goes, well, you're a tall glass of water. I was like,
I mean,
yeah, but Piz is taller than me. He's taller than me. So I thought I think I'm 6'3", so Piz has got to be 6'4", 6'5".
Well, I mean, you are that tall glass of water, though, Nick. So
I know. And then he was like, "Hey, by the way," he was like, "They came over. There was 12 of us at lunch. The waiter came over and he goes, "Hey guys, it's all on him down there." He's like, "I saw that super chat you got last month, Nick.
What?
You got it right." And I was like, he was kidding with me, but. I was like, Piz, I don't get that super chat until next month, damn it. But I got to meet, we got to meet Jeremy. And Jeremy
Awesome.
was awesome. It was really a great time. Yeah, I think it was Screwball. By the way.
And it was like your first convention and your first time doing this, so I'm glad you had a great time. I'm glad I got
hear
to
my
meet
story
you.
about Christina Klebe?
Yes, I did. Yes, on the
Isn't that I felt so bad, but like I didn't even realize.
I've done it once or twice too. Like I've literally walked away from a table and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to give him, $40, $20, whatever it was at the time. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So
the way Christian put it was like, look, if she forgot to ask you, clearly you guys were having a good conversation and she just like enjoyed your company. And, it's like every now and then, I'm sure celebrities sometimes are like, don't even worry about it. Like when we met Bill Moseley, Christian didn't pay and I just paid, and he took a picture with Christian and gave Christian a signed photo just for free because Christian mentioned a movie that he liked or that Bill was in that he liked. So like sometimes they just do that to be nice.
I met Danny Hassel again because Dan the man, and even before like I was like even asked him for an autograph, he remembered me from like 3 or 4 years ago. Like I was like, what? And he remembered me from that time. So you can have some
he's got a crush on you. He's got a crush on you, Justin.
It's probably what it is. I don't know.
I know.
I have a crush on him. That's definitely the
Wes.
the
Yes, yeah, we talked about it with Piz and everybody. We're gonna do we're gonna do Scarefest next year for sure. Again, and we're trying to get together for something in Florida too, in Orlando.
I'm Scarefest is definitely going to happen next year for me. I'm going to try to make it to Horror Hound in Cincinnati, Ohio. And even if you don't go to the show, I know you live pretty close by.
When is Horror Hound?
It's in March of next year.
I can probably swing that. I probably should do that because Horror Hound is usually a big deal. Do they have the guest list out yet?
I don't know if they have a big guest list, but I think.
Yeah, I mean it'll fill up over time, but yeah.
But either way, I'm gonna see you again. Like you said, we got to embrace a hug. I got to hug Nick. I got to hug the Lost River Drive-In. Everybody, goals checked off the list. And it was great to meet you in person. I love you, buddy, and I've always had a wonderful time with you. So
it was Justin. It was awesome. It was awesome, and I felt bad because they were rounding us up at like 5 o'clock. They're like, "We're hungry. We want to leave." I was like, "I still haven't seen Justin again." I was like, "Oh, well, we'll get together." So then I texted you, and I was like, "Hey, we're going to dinner. Like, do you want to go to dinner?" And Justin was like, "I already ate." So yeah, yeah, no, it was the prices, Mike, were like.
Crazy.
Most of them were 40 if you wanted a signed, a signed thing and a photo. But that was the minimum. Most of them were 50. So that's pretty much how that went.
The highest I paid was 70. But when I was going to meet this person, I kept telling my head, I'm like, I've never met this person. I don't know if I'm ever going to meet them again. And I was like, just do it. Like, and the experience was amazing. Like if you have a wonderful experience.
What's up, Garrett?
You're going to take that with you. Hey, Garrett, what's up, everybody? So I met Laura Park Lincoln, Tina from Part 7.
Yeah.
I met Nick from Part 7, Kevin Spradas. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. And then I met Danny and then Damien from Strangers Pray at Night. So it was really awesome. Yeah. But anyway, fun time. And I'm if I missed you all, if I didn't see you.
Justin, did you meet Jamie?
I did not, and I was really sad because I
did for about 30 seconds. Hi, Jamie. She was outside with her husband, and we had just gotten there, and we were going to get our tickets. So she came up, she said, "Hey, like blah blah blah," and we just didn't run into each other again. So
Jamie, I just want to say huge shout out to you. I love you, and I wish I would have met you, but more conventions in the future, and I hope I get to meet you. So it was a super fun time. We're doing it again next year. There was a video that Lauren put together last night on Twitter, Lauren Dixon, behind the scenes of the whole trip. There is also in that video, you get to see Piz get in bed with Jay the Stingray because Jay was hungover. And Piz got in bed with him and was like, "Hey, baby." And it was hilarious.
And guys, there's one thing you might notice about Piz on YouTube. A lot of the time, he's very like reserved. He's kind of stoic sometimes. Sometimes you wonder, like, does he like me? Does he not like me? Like, he's very to the point. In person, Piz Owl is the life of the freaking party, dude. He is so funny. Oh my God, he's hilarious. Like, it was so awesome to meet him. And like, we got back to the hotel room because we were waiting on Jeremy for all of us to get pictures with Jeremy. And he walks in and he's like, "No, someone give me a shot. I want to try that peanut butter whiskey." And then he grabbed a beer and we were just sitting around goofing off. He was hilarious. So it was just so much fun. It was a weekend that I'll never forget.
I mean, Piz is a great guy. I've met him before. I didn't get to see him this time around, but Piz is a great guy. I've never met Jay the Stingray. Hopefully I get to meet him.
Oh, and Jay's a great dude. He's a great dude.
And I did get to meet Christian. So that was amazing too. So there's another goal checked off.
I think I also saw, I can't remember. You met Mike and Jay too, right?
I did. And the guys are super nice. Awesome guys. Absolutely love them. So such a fun guy.
Yeah,
so.
They asked Christian and I to go out for beers with them, and I wanted to. They were like, "Here's where we're gonna be. Like, come here at like 9:00. Like, let's get drunk." And I was like, "All right, dude, let's do it." And Christian was down, but he was like, but it was again the issue of we were with a group of people, and like not everybody wanted to go out, so we didn't go, which sucked because I really did want to get have some drinks with them and screw off more because they're awesome. But Kern Cluck with a $5.99 or $4.99 super chat, and yes, happy Halloween anniversary. Hope to see something the opposite of ends and more horror aspect. By the way, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that super chat, my man. And yeah, look, Justin and I are going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about where we want the franchise to go from here, and we're going to do a little retrospective on the series as a whole.
I cry. Sorry, that spooked me out.
You're good. But yes, it is the anniversary of my favorite movie of all time and Justin's favorite movie. Justin, how are we feeling today on the anniversary of Halloween?
I can't believe it's been, we weren't born when this movie came out, but I can't believe this movie's 44 years old. The first time I saw it was 97, 98 on TV. So at the time it was like either 20 or almost 20 years old. Now it's 44 years old. And the movie has never gotten old. Like it for me, I still watch the movie today and I still love every minute of it. I loved it like I did the first time. I might even love it more that I'm, seeing the way Carpenter directed it, the music, how great it is. The fact that like when you watch these documentaries, what they did to make this movie is just incredible. So yeah, it's 44 years old, Nick. And
44 years.
It's still a classic. It's still an awesome movie, and I just absolutely love it. How do you feel?
Well, Kern Cluck with another super chat, $1.99. We need more stalking and suspense. We do. And again, like I said, can't wait to get into where we want the franchise to go from here, because I personally, I'm sure Justin and I have some pitches. But thank you very much for that. Very much appreciate it. It is wild that it is 44 years old today. It's still my favorite movie. I don't think it's ever going to be dethroned. It's the entire reason. It's the entire reason that I'm what I am in the sense of like a horror movie fan.
My top two favorite movies, Halloween being number one, and number two, Some Kind of Wonderful. So those are two different genres of movies, but those are like my top two.
Variety
right there, right? Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Variety. So a retrospective on the series. I don't know if we have time for an entire retrospective on the entire series, but we'll start with the first one. Justin, where were you when you first saw it? How did it make you feel?
I saw it on TV, USA Apple Night, in 97 or 98. And I remember as a kid watching it thinking, what am I watching here? I was spooked out by the movie. It was a film that my mom loved. So like she was excited that it was on, and she was talking to me about it. But I remember seeing it, and it was like my eyes were hooked to the screen, and just fell in love with it right away. It was a movie that it definitely stayed with me, and over time watching it again and again, it's had an impact on me, definitely. So yeah, my first time, thank you USA Up All Night, was seeing Carpenter's Halloween. How about you?
Yeah, Wes asks what director we'd like to see tackle the Halloween franchise. I think Justin and I have talked about this before. You know, I don't know if I have somebody top of mind. I mean, Ty West would be great, just because I love Ty West.
That was my
do you have anyone?
choice.
Yeah, Ty
That
West.
was my
There you go.
first choice.
So we'll say Ty West.
I would say that director, or I'm so blanking on his name. He's only really done one movie that I know of. It Follows director.
David Robert Mitchell.
Yes. David, where are you? Like, I would love for him to direct a Halloween movie. That would be amazing.
It'd be fantastic. But yeah, the first time I saw Halloween, I was a kid. It was not the first Halloween movie I saw. The first Halloween movie I saw was Halloween 5, which is the reason why it's so high on my list, just because of nostalgia. I love it. And that kind of retroactively made me go back and watch all of these. I was probably like 7 or 8. And it did scare me too, but not in the sense of like, because I hear a lot of these stories, and I see Mike said that he watched it and had nightmares.
I never had nightmares with this one.
No, I didn't either, but I understand why people would, because for me, it was like, it was very real in the sense of like, you know, you watch a monster movie, you're like, yeah, but monsters aren't real, blah, blah, blah. But this isn't a monster movie. This is, it's a man. So it was kind of creepy. And my mom was telling me back when she was a kid, and she was a teenager when this movie came out and she saw it in theaters. She was a babysitter, and she was like, this movie scared all of us as babysitters because it made you think, well, he could come for me. You know, I'm a babysitter. And, you know, looking at it through that lens, you know, obviously I wasn't that old, and, I mean, I wasn't alive yet, and I definitely wasn't a babysitter, so I can't relate. But I imagine the people that were alive and that were babysitters were probably scared shitless. Like, what if some crazy dude just went crazy and started killing babysitters?
Between that movie and When a Stranger Calls, like it would terrify you. So, and I don't blame them. I mean, it terrifies my mom. Like Michael Myers scares my mom, and he's creepy. Not every movie, but he's pretty terrifying. So
yeah. Savoy, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I can't believe I was only 4 when the original came out. Love the evolution of watching it on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K. I have loved that too.
I have too.
And I know, Justin, just like me, you own this movie on every format, right?
Oh yeah. Even Laserdisc.
Do you ever go back and watch the old formats?
You know what? I actually thought about watching Halloween on DVD. I mean, I have a VHS player, but it's boxed up. But I like to crank that out sometime and watch it on VHS. But the closest would be DVD, and I'm kind of wondering how that would look compared to what we have now. But I've been thinking about that quite a bit, Nick. So
every now and then I watch the VHS. And we're talking like every few years, because obviously you got to be weary about VHSs because they can get ruined. And some
you don't want that.
Yes. So it's on occasion that I do it. I watch it every now and then. Mods, you got that? We got Private Dating Chat Girls.
I'm gay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're not going to get Justin in here, 69 girls, XYZ.
No.
Okay. So like that's my memory of it. And I don't know. I after that, Justin, do you remember? So I watched 5 first. I'm pretty sure I saw 4 after 5, or I'm pretty sure I did, because you know how they used to do on AMC and whatnot. It would be like back to back to back to back to back to back to back, 4 4 5. They would just play them
marathon
in a row, the two of them. So, I mean, I saw 4, and then I saw the original, and then I'm pretty sure the next one I saw was 2. I might have seen H2O. No, I saw 2 first. What was the next one you remember seeing?
Well, oddly enough, that same night I saw what is it pointing over there? Am I right direction? Okay. Oddly enough, after Halloween, right after that they played Halloween 2. So that was the second one that I remember. And it's still my favorite after the original. I think it's actually it's not my favorite obviously of the franchise, but I think out of the scariest ones, I feel like Halloween 2 definitely has the scariest atmosphere and just the overall like look and feel. And when they talk about Sam Hain and everything, like I that movie is just it's quite eerie in my opinion. And so Halloween 2 was after the first movie, the second one I saw, but I think I have more of an impact with Halloween 5 because I think that was the first one I ever owned on VHS. And I saw it because of the cover. And yeah, the cover just got me.
Pretty gnarly cover right there.
It's a pretty gnarly cover, man.
Yeah.
I love it. And so 5 got me with the cover, and I like you. I love that movie. It's the nostalgic for me, but I just in general love the film. So I think that's the one outside of the first one. I have those early memories watching a Halloween movie. So.
Yeah, no, 5-2 for me. And by the way, guys, the bots. By the way, hey, what's up, Ken? Mid-level media. I saw you.
Hey, Ken. Ken.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Ken, I sent your package today. So
yeah, you're getting Justin's package, Ken.
You're getting a package of movies. So
yeah,
that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what they all say, Justin. But by the way, the bots, it always happens. I mean, it happens to anybody that streams on YouTube. Like, if you have even a decent amount of subscribers, the bots come in. It's just like Twitter and Facebook and stuff. Spam. It's all, you can't get away from spam. That's a big reason why you have mods. 1, so nobody says any like heinous shit in the chat, and 2, so these bots can get removed as soon as they come in. But so let's see. Halloween 5, loved it so much. And Justin, out of the original 8, did you watch these in succession, or like what was the last one you remember watching?
So the last one of the original 8, oddly enough, I think the last one I saw was Halloween 4.
It is the Munsters, Mike. I got a Munsters shirt at Scarefest.
Halloween 4 was the last one I saw because that was the one I did not have on VHS. And oddly enough, if I had it on VHS or if I rented the movie, for some reason, every video store I went to never had Halloween 4. And I remember I had a friend a long time ago. His mom was big into horror movies. He liked them. She had Halloween 4 on VHS, and we watched 4 at their house, and that was the last one I saw. And I remember when I first saw Halloween 5, I was always confused by the beginning of it. I'm like, what's happening right here?
Yeah.
And then probably a decade later, or almost a decade later, finally seeing Halloween 4 and thinking, okay, this is how, Jamie's brought up, how she's introduced. And 4 was the last one. I mean, I love 4. I was born the same month that movie came out, and that was the last one of the 8. How about you?
Yes, it is the classic cast with like the Rob Zombie font, which I thought was a cool little mixture there. And Mike, I see you on it. I got you, dog. I appreciate it. The last one I watched was The Curse of Michael Myers, and I see J-Dev. What up, J-Dev? What's
up, J-Dev?
It was funny because I had seen Resurrection, and dude, back in the day, I didn't hate Resurrection. It was my least favorite. Like I in terms of quality, like watching it, I was like, okay, out of these 8, this is probably the worst. But I had fun with it. Whatever. And I get it, and I even loved Halloween 3 the first time I saw it. I mean,
I love Halloween 3.
I loved it. But it was Halloween 6. And I got to tell you, by the way, over 60 people in here. Smash that like button if you haven't already. What are you doing? Leave a like.
Like the
helps
like
the
button.
algorithm. Helps the algorithm. Helps me out. Help me help you.
He'll start dancing for if you guys get him to a certain number, he will start dancing.
Yes. And I hated Halloween 6 the first time I saw it. I thought it was trash. Yeah. I remember walking away from it and going, what the hell did I just watch? Now, mind you, Justin, I didn't have any idea what the backstory was behind Halloween 6. I didn't know about the producer's cut. I didn't know about any of that. I didn't know about the turmoil behind the scenes. So when I watched it, it was the theatrical cut, Wes.
Mm-hmm.
I was simply just like, because it was on AMC. And I was like, what is this movie? Like, what are you talking about? And then obviously in my infancy of fandom, I learned more and I got the bootlegged producer's cut back on eBay back when you could only get the bootleg.
Only get it that way.
And it was not cheap.
No.
And I really started to love the movie. I really did. I love the audacity of the producer's cut, wanting to do something different, wanted to change things up. Although I don't think the producer's cut as a whole really works. Yeah. I think that to see them go that far into left field was really cool, but I still prefer the theatrical cut. But I did love, I began to love Halloween 6, and now I very much love it. I think it's ranked 6 in my franchise ranking.
I think it's number 6 for me too. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Ironic, right? 666.
666.
The origin of Michael Myers.
Oh my goodness. Thorn.
Yes. But so yeah, and that was the last one in the original 8 that I saw. And
somebody said, what is the most disturbing Halloween movie? What is the most disturbing one for you? And then I got my answer, but I'm
okay. Well, in terms of it's probably Halloween 6. It's probably Halloween 6.
Twinsies, Halloween 6 for me too. I think that is the most. I mean, I think 2, as far as atmosphere goes, is the scariest, but the most disturbing one is Halloween 6. I think both cuts of the movie are disturbing.
Mike, with the super chat, thank you, man. Get this man to 3K subs. I am almost there, brother. I am. Congrats. Since Halloween, I have gained almost 300 subscribers since Halloween Ends came out. So obviously I've covered it a lot. Yeah, I know. It's been awesome. And I'm refreshing all the time throughout the day to see if I've gained more. And usually I've gained 1, 2, 3 more every few hours. So yes, share this around. Get me to 3K. Once we get to 3K, we're going to do a little celebration. We're going to do a live stream celebration. Hopefully by the end of the year. I would assume we can probably get there by the end of the year.
End of the year, guys. Get them to 3K. So
3K.
We love you.
Yeah. What were you saying, Justin? Sorry, I interrupted you.
But yeah, Halloween 6, it's a disturbing movie. Both cuts of the film are pretty disturbing. Rather, it's like the kills in the movie, the heavy rock music that's in the theatrical cut, the way Michael is. I mean, he's probably the scariest in that movie. Or just the story. Like, if you go producer's cut side, it's pretty disturbing.
Incest baby. Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. I think the tone of the producer, and I will say, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is a close second. You're absolutely right, Kern Cluck. But I think just for the subject material for Halloween 6 with the incest baby and like some of the kills too are just really like Beth's kill, the sound effects and the slow-mo as he's stabbing her in the back. And there's a lot to that movie that is just kind of like mean and dark.
I agree. Beth's kill scary. Tim's kill is very like the way it's lit and everything, and like the fog coming from the shower or whatever. That's scary. The scariest one for me though is Mrs. Strode, Deborah, I think her name is. That whole scene is just terrifying. And then when she finally sees Michael and she says, Michael, like scary stuff.
I think that Halloween 6 is just a vastly, and I know someone watching right now is going to roll their eyes when I say this. I don't care. Halloween 6 is a vastly underrated Halloween movie. For what it gets right, it gets it very right. Like,
but I was gonna say, yeah, I agree with you that I think Halloween 5's underrated. I think Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is underrated, but I think Halloween 6 is underrated and underappreciated. Like when we talk about these films, or like when people talk about the franchise, it's a pretty rare thing, for me at least, that people talk about Halloween 6. Like I think that one kind of falls under the radar as far as like Halloween movies go.
Yeah. And it's a shame. It's a
Yeah,
shame.
that is a
But
shame.
so, and then let's fast forward a little bit. So, Halloween H2O, the first time I saw it,
Okay.
loved this movie to pieces. I looked at Halloween, Halloween 2, and Halloween H2O as my trilogy. I absolutely loved it. It was just perfect to me. I felt like that was a concise story that never needed to continue. But after
I
H2O,
agree. I
but
agree.
I loved that movie. And over the years, it really, really, really I started to sour on it. And it's not that I don't think it's a good movie, because it is. I just I find it dated, and I find it way too short. And then the fact that Resurrection came around really, really, really just craps on H2O, because what you thought was this big final showdown and this very cathartic moment for Laurie Strode wasn't real. And then you're like, that sucks, because she deserved that. And we'll get to the new trilogy here in a bit, but that's one thing that I really, really appreciated about Halloween Ends, is that she got her moment where it was Michael. It wasn't some fake out. She got her time in the sun to say, no, 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 no. I get to take you out this time. So I don't know. And so now for H2O, it's in the back half of my ranking. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad movie. I just don't find myself wanting to rewatch it a lot. But what about you, Justin? Your first time watching it, and how you feel now?
First time I saw it, I think I saw the trailer and I was so excited for it. Because again, my mom's a huge Halloween fan, and we watched these movies. We still do today. But first time I saw it, we actually got it on Christmas on VHS. And I remember, I think it was the day after Christmas, we got McDonald's and we put on Halloween H2O and loved it right away. I mean, I loved the film. I loved it then. And talking about today, I still love it. I think it definitely has flaws. For me, it's small flaws, but like the mask change, like it's clearly when you watch it, you see that mask like just change quite a bit. I honestly wish they would have kept the Halloween 6 mask, because that opening scene where you see that mask is amazing. And then the Scream score that's in it, I know that wasn't Ottman's choice. That was the studio that did that. But I love it. For me, it's top 3 now. I would say, like, if you told me 10 years ago where the movie was, I would have been like, oh, top 5, but it's top 3 for me. Like this is actually one of my go-to Halloween movies. One of my go-to top 3 go-to Halloween movies. I wish it was longer. I like you, even though I really enjoy Resurrection. I in my hearts of hearts, I'm like, okay, this movie should have been the last one of the original series, because I still get amped up when I see that ending. Like I know what's to come, but I still love it. I still freaking love, even though it's fake Michael Myers, I still love the ending. Like it still kind of gets me going. So
I hear you. I hear you. I mean, if we can pretend for a moment while we're watching it that,
if we
hey,
can pretend.
But I gotta say, we're not gonna cover Resurrection, Justin. I don't want to talk about it.
You're fine.
No, it's really not. We've already talked about it enough, just in the sense of talking about how it came after H2O and it undid that, and how we didn't like how Laurie died. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Then they remake it. And believe it or not, a lot of people may not remember this if they weren't, cognizant of what was going on at that time 15 years ago. If you're younger, you probably don't. I think that a lot of people don't know that when the remake was announced, a lot of people were excited that Rob Zombie was attached to it, because he was coming off The Devil's Rejects, which was a critical and commercial success, all things considered. It was his first kind of breakout hit. And people were like, okay, this guy might be something. He might turn into something. So the internet was ablaze when Rob Zombie took over Halloween. A lot of people were intrigued. I saw that bad boy opening night. And just like H2O, I adored the film when I first saw it. I loved it so much. And as the years have gone on, it has slid down and down and down my ranking to near the bottom. And it's not that I think it's a bad movie, because objectively speaking, aside from some of the dialogue, I think it is a well-made movie. It's got a good score, good cinematography, good acting, although some of the dialogue is shoddy. But that first half, and I get it, we wanted to see something different. That first half, I just can't stand. I mean, I wouldn't say the first half. It's like the first 20, 30 minutes. The kills are cool when young Michael's killing everyone, but it's just hard to watch at times. And then I'm okay with the sanitarium stuff, although I feel like it is a lot of meandering around because Michael really doesn't do much in it. The movie really picks up in the second half, and that's where I tend to like it. But if half of your movie is just so-so to subpar, you're not going to be very high in my ranking. But Justin, what about you? Thoughts when you first saw it and where you land today?
So this was the first Halloween movie I saw in theaters, and like you, I remember when they announced Rob Zombie was remaking Halloween, there was a lot of excitement there. I was a casual Rob Zombie fan at the time, but became a huge Rob Zombie fan when the movie was coming out. Like leading up to it, I was listening to his music, and I went back and I watched House of 1,000 Corpses and saw Devil's Rejects finally. But yeah, seeing Halloween in theaters, I loved everything about it. I really did. I never understood the hate that the movie got. Pretty much a lot of people saying Rob Zombie ruined the Halloween franchise. I just remember the movie came out and just people blasted this movie. And now when I watch it, even though I still enjoy watching it, I'm like you. This movie doesn't age well. It's low on my list. It ranks in, well, we have 13 movies. It ranks in at number 12. Not to say it's a bad movie, but it's not one of my go-to films. And like you said, like the first 30 minutes, I have a hard time watching it. It's directed really well. Like the kills in the opening are very effective, but it's a tough one to watch. Like when you get past the sanitarium stuff, that's when I love the film. I love everything with Laurie and Linda and Annie, and I just think that stuff's great. But Tyler Maine's fantastic as Michael Myers. It has a great Halloween feel. But yeah, I'm with you. This one doesn't age as well.
Hey, what's up, Pete? Pete is finally in on a live stream. Says he loves our insight and opinions on his favorite horror movies. Thanks for the content and keep up the great work. We will, my friend. Thank you for stopping in. I always appreciate it. What's up, Jaden?
Hey, Jaden.
So yeah, and then Halloween 2 comes along. We've talked about that enough. I loved it.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was say after you were done talking, I interrupted you. I apologize.
No, I was just going to say that I loved Halloween 2 when it came out. That film has never I've never wavered in that.
Same here.
Same. But yeah. Go ahead.
I would say, well, let's go back though, because I want to know the first time you saw and what you think about it now. A movie that just turned 40 years old, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, because that one, for the longest time, was a controversial movie in the franchise.
For the longest time. I saw Halloween 3 the same day I saw Halloween 2 for the first time, and I watched them back to back. And I was 9, I think. I can't remember my ages around then, but I know I wasn't 10 yet. I loved it. I remember my mom telling me I was about to watch it, and she goes, "You don't want to watch that one." And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Because Michael Myers isn't in it. It sucks." And I was like, "I'm going to watch it anyway." And I watched it, and I loved it. And my mom called me crazy. She's like, "How can you like that movie? Michael Myers isn't in it." I was like, "I liked it for what it was." And she was like, yeah, but it's called Halloween 3. And I was like, well, yeah, but I liked it for what it was. And I did. And I still do. Even as a kid, like I was totally open to the idea of Michael Myers not being in it. Like I was totally cool with that. I guess I understand where someone like my mom was coming from because she saw it in the theater when she was a teenager, expecting Michael Myers and was pissed off that he wasn't in it. So if that was your experience with Halloween 3, you know, I totally get it. But for me, I knew going into it that he wasn't going to be into it. So I took it for what it was and I loved it. What about you?
I like you. I saw it the first time on TV, and I think it was AMC, and I loved it. And you know, my mom's not a fan of this movie. I don't know if she doesn't like it, but she's not a fan. Um, but yeah, I felt like I for the longest time I was the only one that loved the movie because you know I remember recording it on VHS, had a blank VHS tape, and recorded the movie, and that's the longest thing I had for a while as far as like a copy of the movie in my hands. And then I got a DVD of it, watched it countless times. And you know, for a long time, like if you said you loved Halloween 3, people thought you were crazy.
Yes, they did. Some
They
of them
thought you
still
were crazy.
do.
They still do, but
Yeah.
you know, I even think Nick, like, I want to know your thoughts on this. I just remember like 10 years ago when Halloween 3 came out on Blu-ray. People still really didn't like it. They kind of were wondering why Halloween 3 was getting this treatment. Like, why Halloween 3? And I was so excited to have that Blu-ray and watch the making of. And even though I was like one of the rare people that loved it, I was still very happy to have it. And now the movie has a new life and more people are loving it. So it makes me happy.
Yeah, I know it's wild, right? Like it's if we just like can separate expectations, like Wes is talking about it in the chat, how he avoided it because of the bad word of mouth, and now he really enjoys it. And it's like sometimes that's why I always tell people, and some people are like, oh, well, you know, reviews matter and opinions matter. They do, but you should never form yours based off of somebody else's. I've always said that, you know, if your best friend goes and sees a movie and says, oh, I hated it, man, you're going to hate it. You don't expect to hate it. Just be okay. That sucks, but like I'm gonna still watch it. Like I hope I like it. That's how you should go into it. So hey, what's up, Creasefold? We talked about it near the top. But so then we get the rebooted timeline. We get the Hollow Green trilogy.
Hollow Green.
DGG does his trilogy. 28. Well, the hype obviously about the 2018 announcement and everything. Everybody was, I think most people were excited. There was a faction of the horror fan base that were like, oh, we're doing this again with Jamie Lee Curtis. It's like, shut up, whatever. Like she's an icon. She's earned that right to come back if she wanted to. Like it was more or less for me, good script, good performances. You know, that's what I cared more about. Not so much
Thank you for the love, by the way.
What's up, Dennis?
Love from Germany.
Yep, that's my buddy Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
So a lot of people were hyped about it. And I got to tell you, I watched it the first time in theaters and I was sorely disappointed. And I think that's because of how hyped I was. I was so hyped for it. And it was unfair of me because the movie could have never could have met my expectations. I don't even know what my expectations were, but the movie had no chance of meeting them. I thought I was about to watch the greatest movie ever made, I guess. And it wasn't that. So I was disappointed. As time has gone on, I've grown to appreciate it more. I think it's a very, very solid film. I really do. I think it's solid. There's a lot I don't like about it. There's a lot I do like about it. The Sartain twist is kind of stupid just because it doesn't really make much sense. And it's only there to get him to Laurie's compound. So it's just kind of like, I get why it was a plot contrivance. They had to do it, whatever. But, you know, some of the characters I think are poorly written. They don't talk like normal people would talk. That's a big complaint with this movie. You know, it's just little things here and there, minor gripes that, you know, kind of stick out over time. But I think overall it's a really solid movie. But Justin, walk me through your first experience with this movie and where you stand now.
So I was excited for this movie for the fact, one, we were getting a new Halloween movie because I think it'd been almost 10 years since we had a Halloween movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was very excited because Jamie Lee Curtis was coming back. I love her. I love the character Laurie Strode. You know, Jamie Lee Curtis, at the time that movie came out, wasn't doing a lot of horror movie related stuff. She was on Scream Queens, which I love, and she did her Horror Hound Weekend convention, which I went to. But this was really cool to have her back, and I was more excited for that. I was hyped up with that. Walked into the theater expecting to love it, and I walked out and I had mixed feelings on it. And I thought it was a pretty decent Halloween movie, but it wasn't the movie that I wanted 40 years after the original, like the hype that came into this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like you, it's gotten better with viewings. Like, I really enjoyed the film. I think it ranks kind of like close to the middle. I can't remember. It's not my favorite, but it's a film that with time I've enjoyed a lot more. And oddly enough, I go back and I watch the movie more than I thought I would. Like, it's just a
I'm
film
the
that-
same way. I watch it more than I even realize, I
Yes,
think.
same.
And I think that is a testament to the fact that regardless of our feelings on it at the end of the day, it is a well-made movie. Like, it's a solid movie.
Yeah.
And it was a very there was a lot of hype around it, you know, so we can't help but we can't help but kind of remember that, you know, it had been 10 years without Michael, or almost 10 years. It was a big deal. But yeah, so
I think it's also Carpenter coming back. I mean, John Carpenter came back, and I was
Yeah,
like, wow, like that was pretty big because John Carpenter before that movie had he didn't really have any involvement since Halloween 3.
yeah.
And always said that he wasn't going to come back. He wasn't going to be involved in any of future Halloween films. Like, they even approached him with Halloween H2O and he said no. And so that was big. And his music rocks in that movie. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Thanks for joining the chat.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so it was 2018, and then Kills. Man, Kills. The hype train for Kills was for me at an all-time high because I loved the trailers I was seeing. I loved what I was hearing about Kills. We have a mutual friend named Joshua Dean, and he saw a test screening of it.
I remember,
and he loved it, and I was so excited for Kills. And Kills came out, and I really enjoyed it. I did. The first time I watched it, I enjoyed it more than the first time I watched 2018. And I think that it was simply just because I went in with lower expectations. And if you go into a movie like Halloween Kills with low expectations, you'll probably come out mildly satisfied because it really is just a bloodbath. And that's fun for some people. And, you know, some people wanted more, and I totally get both sides of that. But, you know, I had fun with it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I got to say, Justin, at this point, I wasn't totally sold on the trilogy yet. You know, I was kind of like, yeah, there's good things, there's bad things. But you talk to me about Kills. I remember your first reaction.
Oh, yeah. I think I was kind of vocal with that one. So Kills, like you, I saw the trailers. I was so excited because I really loved the trailers for this movie. And like you, I went into the movie not hyped at all. Like, I was like, don't get hyped up. Just don't. I walked out of the movie and I liked it better than 2018, but I also wasn't in love with the film. I think at the time, it was very low on my list, low on my list of Halloween movies.
No, when you walked out, you had it put last.
Oh, did I? Okay, well,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah, you had it put last.
So I had it last, but I liked it. I just wasn't in love with the movie, and I was kind of frustrated. I was like, okay, this is David's second movie, and I'm not a fan of it. Like, I liked it, just wasn't a huge fan. But I love it now. I think it's a fun Halloween movie. It's like with H2O, like, it's brutal, but I can put this movie on and just have a good time with it. Yeah, absolutely love this movie now.
Well,
Like,
Justin, don't worry. After we're done recapping, we are going to give our franchise ranking, and then
ooh,
we're
I
going to
like
talk
that.
about where we want the series to go next.
Cool.
So then we come to the end. Halloween ends. And we've both talked about it on our channels. Obviously, everybody talked about the movie because it was a big deal when it came out. Anytime a Halloween movie does, it's a big deal. I went into this movie. You guys heard me talk about it on here and on Uneeda. I was very pessimistic. I was not looking forward to it. I was worried that I was going to hate it. Saw a lot of the plot details and whatnot, and I thought, man, if they butcher this execution, this is going to be one of the worst movies in the series. So I went in very trepidatious. I did not go in. I can't say I wasn't excited because I'm always excited to see a Halloween movie on the big screen, but I was very reserved in my excitement. It was like one of those excitements where you're like, all right, I'm excited. I probably won't be in 2 hours, but let's do this. And I loved it. I mean, I absolutely loved it. There was so much about it that, and I've gone into detail about it. And I know some of you guys in the chat didn't like it. That's totally cool. But we're just recapping the franchise here. I felt it was a fitting end for Laurie Strode's character. Go ahead and message me, Dennis. Message me on Instagram, buddy.
That's nice.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a fitting end for her character. I knew we'd been building to this, that she was going to be the victor. So I was definitely satisfied with her end of it. But I just loved something different. I loved, David and crew just saying like, hey, we're going to kind of do something different. We want to take this franchise down a different path because it's just been done to death in so many different ways. And they were right for sure that a lot of the same has been done over and over. So why not try something new? It didn't work for everyone. And that's totally fine. But it really did work for me. I really, really appreciated it. I thought that I loved the character of Corey. I thought that his arc was well earned. I thought it was actually really tragic. Yeah, I don't know. I loved it. I loved it. So, Justin, your thoughts going into Halloween Ends and how you feel today?
Okay, so going into it, the first trailer I liked, second trailer I loved. Like I loved the second trailer. And I was looking forward to seeing how David Gordon Green was going to wrap this up. We heard talk about it. We heard different things about this movie. And then watching the film, I was like, okay, you might not love it, but you got to like it. And ending the movie, I definitely dislike this movie. Like I hate to say it, but I don't like to say the word hate, but I don't like this movie. I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't want to use the word hate. When I finished the film, I was quite frustrated with the movie.
Have you watched it again?
I haven't watched it yet. I'm thinking about watching it soon. Before October ends.
You need to, and I'm going to text you before you do it, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to set your mind right before you go into it. I'm going to say, okay, Justin, here's the deal. You know what you're going to get this time around. Open your mind to some of these possibilities, appreciate some of the peripheral stuff. I think you'll come out of it. I can already see Justin's Instagram post. I can already see it, guys. He's going to be like, I don't love the movie still, but I feel like I was a little harsh on it the first time. I can see it now. I hope that's the reaction that you have.
I think I was more frustrated with the fact that this was the final movie, and I wanted this movie to be a Michael Laurie showdown. One of my neutral to positive things about the film was the Corey stuff. Like, I think he's a great actor. I like Corey in this movie. I like his story. I just wish they would have introduced him early on in this trilogy, and this story would have been, brought into like the first 2018 or Kills. I wish ends would have been the Laurie and Michael showdown. And we got a little bit of it, but that's what I wanted.
Yeah, but to that, I just say the one thing I do push back on that is like, I don't want to see two 60-year-olds fighting for an hour and a half. No hate to JLC or to James Jude Courtney, because they're both in very good shape for their age. But I think that David Gordon Green's idea was like, we know we're going to get to that fight. Like, it's going to happen. We might as well inject a new story to get us from point A to point B, because if it isn't about Lori, if Michael actually doesn't care about Lori, why would he come back for her? So rather than draw that out for a full movie, let's have a plot here that leads us to that final fight. But having said that, I can totally understand why somebody would walk away from the movie and go, but I wanted more of that. So, I won't argue with you there, because if you wanted more of that, that's what you wanted. And you didn't get what you wanted, and that sucks. I get it. I mean, I feel you.
Hey, but I'll say this though. My reaction to the film, I was frustrated after I watched it. And now I'm like, okay, I don't like this movie, but it's not the end of the world. And like you said, I'm gonna rewatch this movie, and I'm gonna go into it now knowing what I know. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
We shall see what happens. But we have wrapped up the retrospective. Justin, give me your Halloween franchise ranking from 13 to 1.
Let me get my list, because otherwise I'm going to forget a movie. I did that once, good. And I was like, dang it. Okay, I'll be right back.
What up, David? Yes, they were misleading, for sure. The trailers were absolutely misleading. But again, I kind of understand to a point, because they wanted to surprise people. They wanted you to think that you were getting one thing, and like, while you still did get that at the end, I think they wanted to keep a lot of the twists close to the vest. Whether that was the right decision or not, that's remained, that's for you to decide. But I get it. But yeah, they definitely should have put more Corey in the trailer, just a little bit more, just to give people an idea that you're going to get him as much as you did. But it is what it is. Justin. Ranking.
I first want to say, Mike C., thank you for stopping in to our live stream. I'm so happy you got to see one of our live streams when we're doing it. So thank you for stopping in.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, he's been active in the chat. We always appreciate that.
So where I rank these. So do we want to go like I rank mine first, then you, or do we want to do 13?
I want you, your whole list.
Okay. So we got 13 movies here. So coming in at number 13, Michael Myers. I'm just kidding. It's Halloween Ends. That right now it's Halloween Ends, but I mean, look where Kills went. You never know.
No bueno.
Coming in at number 12, Michael Myers. I'm doing my Donald Pleasance. Sorry.
Keep it going.
Crazy Donald Pleasance.
Keep it going.
Rob Zombie's Halloween, number 12.
Okay.
Number 11, Call Me Crazy, which everybody will. Halloween Resurrection is number 11 for me. I would say after Ends, like I really like Rob's film. I really enjoy Halloween Resurrection. Coming in at number 10 is I think number 11 was Halloween Resurrection. Number 10 is Halloween 2018, a film that I do really enjoy now. Beyond this point, these are all movies I love. So number 9, Halloween 5. It's painful to put it this low, but I love the film. Number 8, Halloween Kills. Number 7, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Number 6, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. So I said earlier, Curse was number 6. It's number 7. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is number 6. Number 5 is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Number 4 is Halloween 4. Number 3 is Halloween H2O. Number 2 is Halloween 2 from 1981. And number 1 is John Carpenter's Halloween.
All right. That's Justin's list. Now, do you guys want the real list? I'm just kidding.
You want the real list?
Number 13 is Halloween Resurrection. By the way, I should say, guys, this is going to be a very weird ranking. If you're new to me and you have not watched before, you're going to hear this ranking and go, what the hell? Number 13 is Halloween Resurrection. Number 12, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Number 11, Halloween H2O. Number 10, Halloween 2018. Number 9, Halloween 2, 1981. Number 8, Halloween Kills. Number 7, Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers. Number 6, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Number 5, Halloween 3, Season of the Veach.
Twinsies right there.
Number 4, Halloween Ends. Number 3, Halloween 5. Number 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Number 1, Halloween 1978. And Jaden comes in with a $4.99 super chat, and Jaden says, "Bring
top
this
5.
bad boy up." Oh, it has it. Okay, top 5. Halloween 4 Ends. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Halloween 2 and Halloween 2018.
Ooh, I like the list.
Is what it is. Oh my goodness. Jaden, first of all, I really appreciate that. The super chat for sure. And that is an interesting ranking, my man. That really, really is. And Kern Cluck, actually, I have seen a lot of people that have put Ends at their number 4. I've seen a lot of people.
It's totally fine.
Where it's been like, if they have it top 5, it's always like number 4. Yeah, I dug it. But
I dig it, man. No, I'm quoting Monster Squad, but I dig it, man. So
well, there we go. That's our rankings. Justin.
Real quick, I just want to say we're all Halloween fans. We are all gonna have our opinions. Let's just show some Halloween love. So
ooh, T. Parker Evans, 78, 2018, Ends, H2O, and Kills as the top 5. That's
nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
you're gonna ruffle some feathers with that one.
We all have our love, just like I have my love for Tina from Halloween 5. So
yeah, I do too.
Team Tina.
Justin, where do you want to see the franchise go from here?
Okay, so I've said 2 things. I've said, 1, if done right, bring back Jamie Lloyd, Daniel Harris, because I don't like the way they treated the character Jamie Lloyd in Halloween 6, and I really don't like the way they kind of did Daniel Harris and when it came to that movie. So there's like that would be my second choice. My number, for me, the best choice, honestly, is go back to the formula of what John did when he and Deborah wrote the original. And that was a standalone movie. They did not have any idea that the movie was going to be the hit that it was. And just make a standalone Halloween movie. Like, you don't have to have a Laurie character. You don't have to have a Dr. Loomis. Like, obviously have Michael in it, but like, do your own thing. Like, pay respect to what we've had in the past, but like, have a like fresh start. And that would be the direction that I would go for a new Halloween movie.
So you and I have talked about this before. I personally feel like, although I got to say, over the past few days, I have kind of wavered a little bit in this. I'm not going to get into specifics because it is a drama minefield that I don't want to talk about. But I think that I have always been someone that would love to see Jamie Lloyd's story continued in that kind of requel format, because it seems like what every horror franchise is wanting to do now is like a requel. So if we're going to keep doing that, well, obviously the natural way to go would be Jamie Lloyd and forget H6. Some people say, no, forget Halloween 5. You don't have to, though. You don't have to, because he just escaped at the end of 5. And so, like, you just pick it up years later, 4 and 5, you know, it doesn't, and you could just ignore the dude that was walking around in the hat. I mean, you don't even have to address that. Like, who cares? Or you could address it, whatever. So I definitely would like to see that be revisited if I had my druthers for the first idea. I would love to see, and I know I'm in the minority here. I believe Terrifier 2 comes out
next month, I think.
I think it's December 1st.
Is it December? Oh, okay.
December 2nd, something like that. Almost next month. I mean, shit, it's almost November. I would like to see Halloween 3 revisited in some way. I have always felt that way. But I just think that, and David, you're right. It wouldn't be like Jamie Lee Curtis coming back, but I think for the fans, it would turn the fans out. And as long as the fans turn out, you'll get it. You'll make enough. I mean,
Yeah, you'll make enough.
You'll turn a decent profit for sure. But I would like to see Halloween 3 expanded upon somehow, whether that's a prequel series or whatever it may be. I love that world. I'd love to play in that world again. And I think that the only other option I would want is a reboot, new characters, all of that. I don't want a remake. I don't want to remake the story with Jamie Lee or with Laurie Strode, Michael Myers breaking out of a sanitarium and coming back to kill Laurie Strode. I don't want to see that story done again. So those are my 3 options.
Which are great. Jack's History says they should make the Halloween Return script, which I loved the concept of that. I thought that was great.
It was a good idea. It was.
I mean, having the deputy, I believe the deputy from Halloween 2 come back into this movie.
Yeah, Deputy
Hunt.
Was
really cool. Yeah, I mean, look how like that script was really cool to think about that one character from Halloween 2 that, I mean, I don't know how many people talk about him, but like I've always liked the character. I always thought the character was interesting. I always thought they should have kept him around by the end of Halloween 2 and he kind of disappears like 20 minutes before the movie ends.
Yeah.
But I really like the concept for Halloween Returns.
Next gen, that is a good idea. I do like the idea of exploring the anthological route with this series. I do think that could be really cool. Halloween Ends definitely touched into that a little bit of being something new and different and more about evil and less about Michael. And then obviously Halloween 3 definitely went down that route. And also a requel is a reboot prequel. So it's a reboot in the sense of you're doing a fresh new start to an older property, but it's still technically a sequel that keeps a lot, not all sometimes, but a lot of the canon from a previous film or previous few films intact. So it's not a remake and it's not a straight up sequel because there are new elements and sometimes they do ignore certain things about previous lore, like Halloween 2018. They ignored Halloween 2, H2O and Resurrection. They never happened, but they acknowledged Halloween 1978.
Yes.
So, Mike C says, would you guys be okay with a streaming series to be the next iteration of the Halloween franchise? I would.
I'm kind of 50-50 with it. Like when
it depends on what it's about.
Like, yeah, it depends on what it's about and how the story goes. Like I'm impressed with the Chucky series right now. I know I'm behind, but like I love what I've watched. And honestly, it's like I was very surprised with that because I was not open to that idea when they first announced it. And I'm like, man, they're doing a really good job with that. So if it's right, if the script's right, if the story's right, yes.
Well, Justin, I will say, be afraid. Be very afraid once you get to Chucky season 2.
Are you loving it or not?
Oh, I am not.
Oh,
every episode is turning more into a chore for me.
I hate that. See, that's what Don Mancini does, and I love Don. But
season 1, I thought was a nice surprise. I thought it was all around pretty good. It surprised me a lot. But season 2 so far, man, has been something.
Look who popped up. Christian, I've said in the beginning, I was so happy I got to meet you both and I hugged you both. So how many people could say that? So
I know. What's up, Christian? How you doing?
Don freaking Mancini. I love you, dude. But really, like, I just feel like he's one that does that up and down stuff.
Yeah, he can't stay consistent in tone. It's like he delivers something good, Curse of Chucky, and then he goes, all right, how about Cult of Chucky? And most people are like, no. Or he didn't direct Bride of Chucky, but he wrote it. And then he goes, how about Seed of Chucky? And everyone's like, no. But it seems like he's staying consistent because then it was like, okay, how about Chucky season 1? And people are like, okay. And he's like, how about Chucky season 2? And a lot of people have been like, I don't know about this. So come on, Don Mancini. You got to reel it in sometimes, man. You got to reel it in.
I know, and I feel like, see if this makes sense, but like I feel like Don's given the cookie jar, and like he's like, oh, I could take all these cookies and keep going with it, and keep going with it, and now it's like, dude, simmer back a little bit. I understand it's your baby, and I'm so happy Don Mancini has still embraces Chucky, but I just hate hearing that. I'm like, no.
No, I haven't watched Shudder's 101 Scariest Movie Moments, but I know a lot of people that have.
It's fantastic so far.
Okay, so I'll probably have to check that out. In my free time this evening, I'm gonna get around to some stuff. I'm trying to do this last week before Halloween, just binge a bunch of the movies. But yeah, and then we got a question about the trailer for Megan. Oh man,
that looks like a hoot. Like it's like one of those ones you want to drink when you watch the movie.
It doesn't look good.
It looks like a hoot.
It might be fun. I'm sure it'll be over the top and corny, and but yeah, man. Watching that trailer, I was like, I want to laugh. Like I know. Want to laugh.
I mean, give me alcohol. I mean, I barely drink, but I'll drink for that movie, and I'll go watch it and just have a freaking blast. Like I'm not expecting anything great.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's if they're trying to be funny, I mean, we'll see how that goes. If it's kind of funny, then and self-aware, then maybe that'll be interesting. But if not, I don't know.
And she is breakdancing. What it feels like breakdancing in the trailer.
It's like a TikTok dance, I guess. And I was like,
what on earth?
Like what the? I personally don't think it's going to do very well at the box office.
No,
so I could be totally wrong. If the reviews of it come out good before it comes out, maybe it'll do decent. But I remember when I saw Ends in theaters and they showed the trailer, I heard multiple people in the crowd like laughing after it. Like, what is that real?
Is that what we're getting now after Ends?
Yeah, Rudy's also seeing Pray for the Devil. Yeah, dear God.
Yeah, I know. Like,
that looks like crap.
It does.
Sorry.
It looks like crap. Megan, somebody said Megan looks like garbage. It looks like fun garbage, though. Like, I think if I have fun with this movie, okay. Now, if they try to make this so serious and they don't go the fun direction, I'll be like, you guys totally missed the mark on this.
I'm not catching it in theaters. That'll be something
I will not watch it in theaters. I don't know. Yeah. No, I will not watch it in theaters. Brahms, the boy character. Now, the first boy, I love. The second boy sucks. Like, I'm not a fan of that one.
Yeah, I watched the second one, and I honestly, I don't know if I hated it. I just know that it was super forgettable because I just don't remember it. And that's never a good thing. You don't want it to be forgettable.
Oh, Rudy, I just dance. I don't know what break. I mean, for me, I was like, girl's got some moves and she's dancing. So
yeah, she's so yeah, Megan. Yeah. Is there any? I don't know if there's anything coming out the rest of this year that I really care about. I know a lot of people are going to be excited for Black Panther 2 and Avatar 2. I could care less for either one.
I'm excited for Black Panther 2. I've never been an Avatar fan, but Black Panther 2, I love Black Panther. News though, like there's some stuff. So first of all, Conjuring 4.
Yes.
So excited for that.
Patrick and Vera are both back.
I cannot wait. I'm so happy.
What else, Justin? The
Evil Dead Rise trailer, October 31st.
Well, they said first look. So it's probably going to be a teaser. Also, we're getting word that we might be getting teased with some Scream 6 goodies this weekend or on Halloween Day. Nice. There was another thing. Oh my God. The biggest news of all. The Nun 2 has started filming. Wow, massive news.
The Nun, so I'm looking forward to it.
I will see it too. But
Oh,
I won't
Knives Out.
necessarily say I'm excited.
I mean, is it the most exciting news? No, but I do love the Nun. I love the Nun. So.
Well, Justin, you want to break the internet?
How would I break it? What?
Filming on David Gordon Green's
The
The
Exorcist.
Exorcist begins next week.
Really? That quick, huh? Wow.
Yeah, Christopher Nelson said on Sean Clark and his podcast that this weekend he's flying out to start work on it, and he'll be out there until right before Christmas. So it's going to start filming next week, and it'll be out. It'll be done by mid to late December. So, yeah.
Well, thank you, Sarah. So thought it was something unique. Yeah, I'm still kind of, we'll see. We'll see what happens with The Exorcist.
You know what? Here's what I say to anybody that says that just because they didn't like a David Gordon Green Halloween movie or whatever, that they're not looking forward to it. Let me just say this, guys. The Exorcist is a completely different subject matter than Halloween. So
and I'm not,
No, I know you're not. I'm saying I've just seen people on the internet go, oh, well, after the Halloween movies, David Gordon Green's going to butcher it. It's completely different. He's going to have to approach this movie differently. And he said that in interviews. He said, anything I did with Halloween, I can't bring that into The Exorcist. It's a totally different type of movie. And I don't think many people would argue that he's a gifted director. It's more about the writing a lot of the time. So I am cautiously optimistic for it, mainly because I want to see a modern adaptation of The Exorcist, not a remake. But what they're doing, a requel, a reboot. Give me something new on the big screen. I want to hear Tubular Bells in the theaters again. And I want it to be good, so I'm gonna hope for the best.
And like Mike C said, no comedy. Not even like one-liners. Like for me, and Sarah, yes, I'm currently watching the Exorcist TV show, but I'm slow at doing that because it's Justin, right? But I love what I'm watching.
I was yawning, Adam. I'm very tired. I've had a
You're fine.
Less than stellar day.
You're fine.
Kind of exhausted.
Exorcist, like for me, that is a movie that sometimes I wish they wouldn't touch again, just because you got to do that right. You just have to do that right. I feel like that needs to be done right. Like if you're going to come back and do The Exorcist, do it right. Because that's that's a hard series. Hellraiser was the same way though, and I was blown away with this past Hellraiser movie. So
yeah, well, you said it was the best one. I can't get behind that.
It's my favorite of the Hellraiser movies. I know
Hellbound
it's blasphemy to say, and
Hellbound Hellraiser 2 is the pinnacle.
It's blasphemy to say, but I love Hellbound Hellraiser 2. I mean, that could go up and down like those two, but
yeah, I really enjoyed the new one too. Yeah, I really did. No news on Friday the 13th. No. And Wes, Tobin Bell, Saw 10.
I'm back. Now, my only hope with that is, which I love the Saw franchise, so bring on another Saw movie. But with him coming back, let's not just have him in a small part, like have him in this movie, because I love Jigsaw, but I was kind of like bummed out with how much Tobin Bell we actually got. So
yeah, I don't love Jigsaw, but I get why some like it. I would have. I am looking forward to it simply because with Tobin Bell back, it seems like it's going to be a kind of return to form. And although I appreciated some of the things Spiral tried to do, there was a lot I didn't like about it. So, yeah. It's not going to be a requel next gen. The rumor is, this hasn't been confirmed, but this is what I heard 3 months ago when this insider said that Tobin Bell was coming back, and they were right. So I tend to believe this, is that it's going to be it's going to be taking place between Saw 2 and Saw 3.
That's what I heard too. I kind of like that idea because I want Jigsaw in this. So I want Tobin Bell. Like I always feel like
Cody, Saw 6 is good.
I love
Saw
Saw
6
6.
is really good. Yeah.
I love Saw 6. Like I think it's one of the best ones of the franchise. One that actually is my least favorite now is Saw the Final Chapter, but I do like the director, and I'm like, okay, they're bringing back a director that we know.
Yeah, Kevin Grudert, I think.
Mhm.
Jaden, what'd you think of Terrifier 2? And Adam, no, I have not seen Smile, but everybody keeps talking about it.
I've heard good things. It's made a lot of money at the box office.
I might see it this week because there's nothing else in theaters right now that I haven't already seen that I want to see. So I might go see it Thursday. It literally all just depends on, honestly, YouTube stuff, because I know I have a few things booked for this week. I'll be on my buddy Matt's channel tomorrow night. And then Saturday, we're doing the Uneeda Horror Podcast Halloween episode. Yeah. So we'll be doing that live, 10 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, I might go see it Thursday. Justin, if I see it and I like it, you need to do me a favor. Go see it.
Okay. Go see it. Yeah, I will.
Because there's nothing coming out.
There's nothing coming out, and I'm not going to
see Black Adam, or do you want to see Black Adam?
Black Adam. I want to see that one. So I was looking forward to it when I saw the trailer. I'm freaking over the moon right now. Like,
I know why you're over the moon right now.
You what?
I know why you're over the moon.
I am over the moon because Henry Cavill's coming back. Like I am just, and it's no spoiler, guys. Like he announced it. He actually went on his Instagram.
Yeah, he did a whole video. Back. Yeah.
Gosh, I'm so excited. Like, oh, I can't wait.
No, Wes, I didn't see Terror Train. Piz said it was awful.
I have no interest. Like
I didn't even know it existed, Justin.
It's on Tubi of all things. I'm not disowning Tubi, but they were like, we're putting this crap on Tubi.
We're gonna remake a cult classic horror film as a Tubi exclusive.
I don't even have Tubi. Like I don't have it. So
no, I do have it because that's where I had to watch Hobgoblins because of Jaden's ass. He told me, he was like, "Oh yeah, get it on Tubi," and it was on Tubi.
It looks so bad though. Like no.
Yeah, not interested. Any of you guys see it? Did any of you guys see the new Terror Train? Is it a modern horror classic in the making? Let us know.
Sarah, Man of Steel is like, I love Man of Steel. I cannot wait for Man of Steel 2. So
Rudy, did you watch it? Someone in the chat tell me they've seen the Terror Train movie.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I can't bear to.
Yeah,
I can't bear. I just can't.
Justin, it's where a lot of the trash goes. That's where Hobgoblins is. So like,
I just can't. I'm just like, Terror Train is like one of my favorite slasher movies, and I would be open to a great remake, but I saw the trailer and I'm like, this looks like trash.
Yeah. Adam, I think I'm going to see it on Thursday. My brother saw it and he really liked it. Smile. He was like, I was like, my issue was like the trailers, they did seem very formulaic. But I guess like you said, yeah, it's nothing new, but it's the way they execute it that's so well. So I think I'll go see it Thursday. I think I will. Just so people can stop hounding me about it.
I need to see it too. So
Colby with a $5 super chat.
Colby,
thank you very much. Says, what's up, Nick and Justin? I honestly want to take a moment and say I appreciate you both. Keep up the awesome work. I actually turned 24 today. Colby!
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday to you, Colby. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And you.
Blow out your candles, Colby.
Blow the candles out.
Thank you for the super chat, buddy. You should not be tipping me on your birthday. It's your birthday. But I very much appreciate that. I hope you had a fantastic birthday. Fantastic birthday. Wes asked, outside of Halloween, what is your favorite Jamie Lee Curtis movie?
The
Fog? Or underrated opinion, but hear me out. I'm not talking about the movie as a whole, although I do like this movie. It's one of my favorite performances because she's so over the top and hilarious. Christmas with the Cranks.
I love Christmas with the Cranks. Oh
She
my
is
gosh.
so damn funny in that movie. But if
Oh.
I had to pick, I do really like her in The Fog.
Oh.
I really like her in Christmas with the Cranks. And
True
obviously,
Lies,
yes,
man. That's
True
awesome.
Lies. True Lies. Yeah. I mean, True Lies.
What's your favorite one? Like, I don't know. Like, for me, it's like on a horror movie standpoint, The Fog. Absolutely.
Overall, it is probably True Lies.
True Lies. Yeah, True Lies for me. It's The Fog is my favorite of the two, but Jamie Lee Curtis wise, True Lies. True Lies. Like that scene where she is hanging on to Arnold's arm, screaming, and like you just see that shot of the ocean. I mean, she's amazing.
Did you see them back together last week for the premiere?
I did, and I loved it.
Yeah, he was at the premiere. I thought that was really, really cool. Sarah with a $2 super chat. She's calling you out, Justin.
I know I'm so bad. Like it's been busy, Sarah, but I would like to do a stream next week with you. So let me message you and we'll figure something out next week. Next week.
Thank you, Sarah.
Next weekend. This weekend coming up.
Oh, so, David says a fish called Wanda.
That's a great one. Freaky Friday's great. I love Freaky Friday. What did you guys think of Everything Everywhere All at Once? I haven't seen it yet. I own it. I need to watch it. November.
Dude, everybody keeps saying, how have you not seen it? Everybody went and saw it. It got great reviews. I believe you. I hear you. I just haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it.
I love her in Knives Out. That's a great one too. Prom Night. I love Prom Night. But
oh, well, no, just scratch. Yeah, Trading Places is great too.
True Lies, though. Oh, True Lies. True Lies. I love that movie so much. I love when she is in that limo. Arnold's screaming at her, "The bridge is out." And she's like, "What? The bridge is out." And she turns around. She's like, "Oh my gosh, the bridge is out." Waving her arms around like, I'm
telling you, Justin, I know a lot of people have kind of gotten burnt out on her because the Halloween movies and stuff, but she is a gem. She really is a gem.
I like you. I love you again, J-Deb.
Yeah, Jason, honorable mention in there for Freaky Friday, of course.
My Girl, she's great. Look at her film history. She's got some great stuff. Trading Places. What's that one she did with John Travolta? I love it. Perfect. I love Perfect because it's so freaking cheesy. And have you ever seen Perfect? You probably have seen GIFs of it, but have you ever seen it?
I don't know. If I have, I've seen it like one time.
You get John Travolta in these short shorts doing some stuff that is just like, I mean, Staying Alive. Hey, yeah, Staying Alive. I love that movie, but Perfect is something. Perfect is something.
Well, I'll have to look into it.
I'm on Scream Queen. She's fabulous in Scream Queen.
Yeah.
I'm a candle blogger. What the hell is that?
All right, guys. Well, we could talk about Jamie Lee Curtis all night, but that is going to do it. So if you haven't liked the stream yet, like it. If you watched on the playback, let me know down in the comment section below what you thought about what we talked about. Give us your Halloween ranking. Tell us that we suck. Tell us that we're awesome. Whatever it may be.
Tell us that Nick has a beautiful face, which I agree. I think Nick has a gorgeous
face. Thank you, Justin. I needed that pick-me-up today. Been a rough day. So a lot of you guys probably couldn't tell. I did a good job of hiding it today. I did a very good job of being high energy. Not a fantastic day, but we love you guys. We appreciate you guys always being in here and supporting us.
Do you have anything going on this week? I wanted to promote you. Do you have any videos? Anything going on?
I will, but I don't know yet. It'll be a surprise.
I posted, it's on my channel now, 10 movies you need to watch this Halloween. So
there you go.
Go check that out.
10 movies you need to watch.
Thank you all.
All right, guys. We will see you back next week for the post-Halloween blues on November 1st.
The post. You know what we're going to talk about, guys? We're going to talk all things Cher because Cher's amazing. That's our November 1st right there, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a Cher special, November 1st. It's a Cher
special, everybody. Cher, happening, Cher. What's up?
Be there or be square.
Exactly.
Take care, guys.